JD.
Ben, what are your expectations for Seabass at the Olympics after taking silver this year?
I would say it's heavily draw dependent. Because Khalili, Mamedov, and Muskayev and Odaguru are all on the top. Could any of those guys beat him? I think there's a potential of that. Even, Tavanyan and listen, Sebastian wrestled a good match, but Tavanyan was up big on him. So 65 is super deep. Actually, that was that stat. I don't know if you guys, you had to see it. It was what was the stat? No one's won 65 more than twice in the last 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, Sahin of Iran in 7 and 8 was like the last guy to win back to back,
which is totally insane when you think about it. No one could be the best guy in the world 2 years in a row because that weight class is so deep. It's freaking wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
It's not just deep too. It's also when you age at 65 kilos, it's much different than when you age at 97 kilos. Like you lose 2% of your speed advantage. Like that can go a much longer ways at 65 kilos versus 97. And how much harder it is to make that weight for a lot of human males.
143 is a small dude.
Yes.
Like I'm not big, and that would not be fun for me to make. And these guys are bigger than me. So yeah, that's another. I mean, freaking Ibrahimov is 38, and he scored 6 points on Kyle Snyder 2 days ago. So yeah, you can definitely age. The idea of a 38-year-old 65 kilogram is sort of preposterous. I think I agree with Ben's summary about Sebastian. He's good enough to beat a lot of these guys. But there's a lot of guys that can beat him as well. But I'm curious, like you sometimes see, and I don't know if we've ever talked about this, Ben, but like when you get that big result, that big win, that can sometimes be like a catapulting thing for your confidence and training. Talk to me about like why that is, what that is, maybe a little bit.
I mean, I don't know if that I don't know that it applies in this case, but sometimes it just alleviates that doubt that you belong at that level.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, whether it's a high school kid jumping to college or college jumping, and even if they were really good at the previous level, sometimes they can put it in their head like, I don't know if I belong on this level. Like, I know I'm a really good wrestler, but I'm not sure that I belong. And then you go beat someone really, really good, and you're like, okay, I'm good enough to do this.
Yeah.
It awakens that dog in you.
That dog.
Yes.
Which Sebastian always had plenty of, but now he has international dog.
We were talking about it. He's one of the most slept on, like, greatest American wrestlers of the past 20 years.
Sebastian?
Well,
think about the dudes he beat in college. But
he never won a title, though.
I know, but that's why he gets slept on.
Yeah.
He's now a world silver
fairly.
medalist.
If you didn't win,
he beat Spencer Lee multiple times.
I know. I mean, I think your character's age a little like.
Okay, maybe
he's one of the best to never win it in NCAAs.
That's
you could say
sure.
that when you look at his wins.
I should have said the most underrated.
Okay.
One of the most underrated American wrestlers of the past.
Yeah,
I mean,
one
of the things.
I mean, to your point, JD, is he has a lot of really, really high level wins, and for a guy, so like if you said who's got the most high level wins who never won a title, like he's going to be in contention for sure.
Yeah, I think he, and also he was a 2020 guy. He won that 133 bracket. He beat Seth Gross in the semis and RBY in the finals. He was the 1 seed going into NCAAs the year he was most likely to win of the years he entered it. And, of course, some COVID happened and he didn't get to. So, yes, for sure, he's a beast and happy for him and all those guys, how well they're doing.